and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Byron Buxton, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Here's Trevor Larnach. First pitch misses. He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cronenworth. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag. First and second, no outs. This is Willie Castro. And that one fouled off. No outs, runners at first and second. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. To first, maybe a 2-ball. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here comes Carlos Correa.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
No strikes.
Big swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I can do it, but I think he can.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Brian Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit.
0-1's the count.
Buxton at third. Larnach over at second. Correa on at first with 2 down. They score a run thanks to the infield single. So digging in, Ty France.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
2 outs. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Probably go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lockridge flying after this one. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back at Truist Park, and today's starter, Bailey Ober. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Luis Ariz stands in. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that one is lifted in the air. Buxton pulls it down, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Brooks Lee. Late swing, foul to the left. Stays alive. That misses the zone. And now 1 and 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And misses. It's a strikeout. So here's Bader now. Fair ball. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
Buxton now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated. And if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Buxton headed for third. And he's got an RBI triple.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
Now here is Trevor Larnach. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No ball, 2
Buxton
strikes.
takes his lead at third with 1 away. Got him swinging. Willie Castro, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First offering
one,
misses
no strikes.
badly for ball 1. Inside,
Back
just
inside.
missed. In the air, center field. Lockridge under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Pitch
Ball
misses
inside.
and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That's a real nice cutter
got a
right
ball,
there.
1
I mean, this
strike.
guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective
1 ball,
if you
2
can
strikes.
continue to command it on that side of the plate.
One and 2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now the DH, Trenton Brooks. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They take the force out. Misplay doesn't cost them. Inning over. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Cease back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air right field. That one way back there, and that is way gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 3-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Carlos Correa. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. It falls in, and that's a knock.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Correa gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
1 ball,
Pitch
2
out,
strikes.
but no action. In the dirt, but kept close. Here's a 2-2. Lockridge on the move. And there's one down. Hung up in a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first, and that'll do it. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. Lockridge getting the start in center, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
0-1.
The pitch. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Martin Maldonado up to hit. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Fernando Tatis Jr.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And a big swing and a miss.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. And the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the misplay. So a man at first. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
0-1's the
you
count.
want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way
0-2 is the count.
so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Atlanta as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. And a foul ball.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that,
1-1.
Look out, almost got him upstairs.
Two-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Stepping in, Harrison Bader.
and that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis really on his horse for it. Stretches out and hauls it in. The throw in, coming home. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. So the lineup flips over. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Pitch
I got
misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Byron Buxton, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And that one hit to first. And
On
he's
the
out
tag,
on the
you're
tag.
out.
Here's Trevor Larnach.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great.
0-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Snap throw down to second, and he dives in safely.
2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. Fair ball. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In to score from first. And it's a 2-run single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
On the ground. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw.
Out.
There's one to
Be
first.
safe.
Not in time. Great effort there. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Oh, and he hit him.
Time. That got him. First base.
Well, not a whole lot behind that pitch. It's off speed, but it still stings. Getting hit by a fastball is a whole different story.
And now the first baseman, Ty France. That one the other way. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw.
He's out.
And that's a great play for the out. We go to the bottom of the first, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning.
0-1's
Get
the
that
count.
hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
On the ground to first, and that one handled. He takes it on his own. One up, one down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Big stack center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
All over that one right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. The 2-run shot. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Norby, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Out to short, Correa. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. Lee tosses to first,
He's out.
and that is the inning. Second inning set to go, and now Brooks Lee. Perez back to work. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Lopez. And now Bader up to the plate.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
It's 0-1. Bader, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Counts 1-0.
Buxton in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour in the gun. And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Singled and scored his first time. Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the base. It's ball one.
Healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one not close.
1 strike.
And a count 2-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Back to the mound. It hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the second out of the inning. This is Willie Castro.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
Tap foul at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop. See, fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallman Edwards. Throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the second. And now here's the Marlins DH. Agustin Ramirez. Fly ball down the line. Bader sizing it up. Calls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Left field, way back there. And it's off the wall. The throw into second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That's to third. Throws to first in time. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now.
Out on the tag.
And he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. On to the third inning, and now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Around second is Correa. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that...
Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. And he can't come up with it.
Well done. Drives in the run. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And here is Ty France. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lee takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for...
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. The throw to second is offline. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
This one in the dirt. Lee leads off second with nobody out. On a bounce right side, and that chance handled. He'll do it himself, and one away in the top of the third. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Byron Buxton. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Trevor Larnach. Not
ball
close
one, no
with
strike.
that one, and that's ball 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as
2
you
balls,
can,
no
give
strike.
him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 to count.
And that's strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Myers makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Miami as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a
0-1.
mile. It's 0-1. Rip to third. And a quick out, number 1. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Castro whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Jesus. Sanchez. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Wallner makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Willie Castro. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole.
Lopez to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
On top of that, they haven't left many runners on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard to third.
And
got him. And now the catcher comes up to him, Ryan Jeffers. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
The count.
Correa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Ty France now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom 4. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Grounded out his first time. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So up next, Otto Lopez. And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Agustin Ramirez. Out to short, Correa. They get the force.
He's out.
That's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Brooks Lee. Perez back to work. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only 1 of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Wagaman steps on first for the out. So digging in, Harrison Bader. 1 for 2. Cut on and lifted in the air, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Oh, hey.
Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. Oh, right to the backstop. No advance, though. Bader stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And it's through for a hit. Tag out at third. He can't get back in time. So, man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw into third. And he's out. Cut down, and we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And ball one.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
On the ground to third. On to France. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Over to third, but the throw's offline. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Tags the runner for one. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that is that. And we're back. All set for the top of the sixth. And now the right. Fielder Matt Wallner. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul straight back. Right side, hard hit. Wagaman takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. Now Correa up to hit. On the ground, right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth. Here's the catcher, Brian Jeffers. This one smoked, could be trouble. Takes the turn, he's digging for second. The throw in safely. It's a double, and his second hit. Man at second here with 2 away. And now, Ty France. Line drive. Reaching down, makes the catch. Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
France steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys don't.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1's the count.
This to third. On to France. And that ends the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Harrison Bader, the next twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
That one the other way. Sends it to first, and Bader is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you. That ends the inning. So back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 7th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Otto Lopez. And that one fouled off.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Ground ball left side on to France.
He's out.
And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Hit on the ground to short, Correa. And a couple of quick outs.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And here's the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And that's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
No, he's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Swing and a ground ball. That ends the frame. Back here in Miami, and now the DH, Trevor Larnach. Wagaman takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Willie Castro digs in now. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Foul ball there.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Hard hit, right side. And the Twins go 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. That one to first, France. And he takes it himself for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Jesus Sanchez.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw on the money. Nice play. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Count.
fan. Those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Otto Lopez. That's to third, Lee. And they tag him out. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's down, a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. Around second is Correa. In to score from first, and it's 9-2.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Play at the plate. On the field. Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. Out towards right center field. Myers under it. Myers makes the play. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Agustin Ramirez. To third. And that's a fair ball.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat.
Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Yohan Duran.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Walner snags it on the run. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Miami, Eric Waggaman. 1 for 3. This one in the air. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.